To this, 10 of the biggest mistakes couples make that either lead to separation or divorce. Number one, feeling underappreciated or undervalued. Love will fades. Whenever a person's in a relationship and they don't feel valued or underappreciated, the love starts to fade. Because a lot of times when we do things in regards of feeling appreciated. Again, they say don't do nothing that you don't really want to do, but a lot of times we compromise and we do things we don't want to do because we want to please our mate. But when you don't feel like it's valued, you tend to lose love and respect. Number two, communication. A lot of people feel like communication is about not saying what you want to say, therefore not leading to the elephant that's in the room. You gotta address the elephant in the room. A lot of times when you have conversations like this, a lot of people say things like, look, you're not supposed to say these things to me. No, you're supposed to. In a relationship, you're not supposed to bite your tongue with something that's making you feel uncomfortable. Communication is one of the number one key, vital components to having a healthy and a safe marriage or relationship. Number three, prioritizing your friends and family over your relationship. That will ultimately lead to an unsuccessful relationship. Your friends and family should not come before your mate because honestly, that's the person you're supposed to be building with. So therefore, if you're building with them and you're not prioritizing them, what are you actually building? Number four, letting your intimacy die. Healthy relationships require great sexual chemistry and understanding each other's bodies, knowing how to please each other. And I say each other, men. Men has to please their women, women have to please their men. It shouldn't be a one-way street. Understanding what the person feels sexually, their desires, and completing their desires, so therefore they feel comfortably and happy with the intimacy in the relationship. Number five, keeping secrets and lying. That is a very unhealthy, toxic trait in a healthy relationship. You have to be open with telling the truth, right? Even if it's gonna make the person uncomfortable, the person should respect the fact that you respect them enough to tell them the truth. So understand, lying will hurt the relationship extremely. Number six, healthy boundaries, and it starts at the beginning. It's hard to change something after you haven't set the tone in the beginning, so you always set your boundaries early. Meaning if this makes me uncomfortable, I have to let it be known. I can't compromise to the point where I'm getting very uncomfortable in a relationship. Listen, set your boundaries. Talk to the person, listen, I'm not going for this. I'm not tolerating it, and this is what it is. And if it's not gonna work that way, then so be it. Be comfortable enough if your boundaries are being overstepped that you're willing to walk away. Number seven, constant comparisons. Stop comparing your relationship to what you see on social media. There are a lot of people that overly indulge on social media to the point where they believe that that's real relationships. A lot of the people that overly show you things on social media are truly falsified relationships, pretending to be happier than what they actually are. The people that usually are more private with their relationship, a lot of the times are the most healthiest relationships. When you overly showing, it's because you're insecure with actually that might be there. There are people right now, you're watching their relationship like, I wish that was me. But if it was you, you'll see how unhappy you truly are, because most relationships are capped these days anyway. Healthy relationships come with people not setting comparisons. Build your own relationship, build your own standards, and build your own love. Number eight, holding grudges and not forgiving. It is so unhealthy to be in a relationship where a person holds a grudge. So every time you talk, the person brings up something from the past to accommodate the moment, therefore ultimately going back to the wound that was once never healed. And for something that's bothering you, I think to be healthy, you gotta tell your mate, listen, we gotta get all the way to the root of the issue, complete it, and not hold a grudge. Because if you hold a grudge, it's like staying stuck in the past of a relationship, never moving forward. Number nine, one of the ones I hate the most. Stop expecting your mate to read your mind. Yo, talk very assertive. Tell a person exactly how you feel. Get straight to the problem. Listen, I don't, I do, I want. Just talk straight. That whole riddle me this crap is not healthy in a relationship. When you're dealing with somebody, you're trying to talk in riddles. You usually, a lot of times, like I tell people, it goes over their head. So if you want the person to understand you, talk straight, direct, and stop expecting your partner to read your mind. Number 10, I think this is very, very vocal, and I want people to well. Learn how to admit when you're wrong and apologize. It is healthy in a relationship. It's not about wrong or right. It's for the health purposes of both parties. You'll lose your sanity when you think you're right, but you have to be wrong in order to make the person right. Listen, if I've done something wrong as a big adult in my big adult years, and if you're a big adult in your big adult years, going to someone and saying, you know what, I apologize, I'm sorry, and making sure that it's not a pattern. Saying a sorry and then repeating a pattern over and over is not a sorry. That is not healthy at all. So if I say sorry, I want to move forward and I won't repeat the mistake again. Don't let that go over your head.